I'm Oliver. Today we're going to talk about the real reason she pulls away after getting close. So let's talk about the most confusing, frustrating, and honestly heart-stopping moment in modern dating. You meet a woman. The connection is electric. It's not just good, it's insane. You're texting for hours. The dates last all night. You're sharing stories you haven't told anyone. You feel seen. You feel like you finally found that rare, incredible connection you've been looking for. And then it happens. The texting slows down. The replies get shorter. "I'm busy this week" becomes her new favorite phrase. That fire that was burning so brightly is now just a flicker. She's pulling away, and your brain short circuits. Your first instinct, your gut reaction, is pure panic. What did I do wrong? Was it something I said? Is she seeing someone else? I need to fix this, right now. So you lean in, you double text, you ask, "Is everything okay?" You try to schedule another amazing date to reignite the spark. You essentially grab her arm digitally and say, "Hey, don't go, look at me. Remember how great this was?" Today, we're talking about the real reason she pulls away after getting close. And I promise you, it's not what you think. This isn't about some secret technique or manipulation tactic. This is a fundamental truth about masculine and feminine energy, attraction, and emotional space. Understanding this will not only save your next relationship, it will make you an incredibly centered, attractive, and confident man. You're trying to solve the wrong problem. The first thing we need to get straight is this. When a woman pulls away, your immediate reaction is to try and solve an external problem. You think the problem is the distance between you. So, what do? You try to close that distance. More texts, more calls, more reassurance seeking. You see a gap and you sprint to fill it. But you're looking in the wrong direction. The problem isn't the space she's creating. The space is the symptom. The real issue is happening inside of her. And by frantically trying to close that space, you're actually making the internal issue much, much worse. Why she really pulls away. So if it's not because you said the wrong thing on your last date, usually, and it's not because she secretly hates you, why does she do it? There are two primary powerful reasons that are intertwined. Reason number one, the fear of engulfment. When a connection is incredibly strong and happens very fast, it can be intoxicating. But for a woman, who is often more in tune with her emotional world and her sense of self, it can also be terrifying. She starts to feel like her identity is merging with yours. The I is rapidly becoming a we. While this sounds like the goal of a relationship, if it happens too quickly, it feels like a loss of self. She had a life, routines, friends, thoughts, and a sense of who she was before you came along. Now, her emotional world is dominated by thoughts of you. So she pulls back not to get away from you, but to find herself again. Reason number two, the subconscious stress test. This one is critical. Her pulling away is a subconscious test. But it's not a malicious game to see if you'll jump through hoops. It's a deep, primal, biological test of your masculine core. The question she is subconsciously asking is this: is his sense of happiness and stability dependent on my constant validation and attention? Or is he a solid, centered man on his own, with or without me? If you crumble, if you panic, get needy, get angry, or start demanding answers, you fail the test. You've just communicated that your emotional well-being is entirely in her hands. That's an immense amount of pressure on her, and frankly, it's not attractive. It signals dependency, not strength. But if you remain calm, if you give her the space she's asking for, if you continue to focus on your own life, your mission, your friends, your gym routine, you pass the test with flying colors. Section 3. The solution, the art of doing nothing. So what is the practical, step-by-step thing you do when you feel her pulling away? The answer is both the simplest and the hardest thing for a man in that situation to do. You let her go. No, this doesn't mean you break up with her. It means you release your energetic grip. You give her the space she is subconsciously asking for. Here's how it looks. Step 1. Mirror, don't chase. Match her energy. If she used to text you 10 times a day and now she texts you twice, you text her once or twice. If her texts are shorter, your texts become shorter. Don't do this out of spite or anger. Do it from a place of understanding. You're acknowledging her need for space and respecting it. You're not a trained seal, performing for her attention. You are an equal. Step 2. Re-engage with your purpose. The absolute best thing you can do when a woman pulls away is to get brutally focused on your own life. What were you passionate about before you met her? Dive back into that. Head first. Not as a distraction, but as a reminder to yourself and to her that you are a complete, whole man with a mission. This is your masculine anchor. Your energy should be directed towards your purpose first and foremost. A relationship should be an amazing complement to your life, not the entire focus of it. When she sees that you have a compelling life of your own, it makes her want to be a part of it even more. Step 3. Cultivate an abundance mindset. The reason we panic when one woman pulls away is because we operate from a scarcity mindset. We think, she's the only one. If I lose her, I'll never find this again. An abundant mindset says, I am a high-value man. My life is great. I would love for her to be a part of it. But if she chooses not to be, I will be fine. I will find another amazing connection. This isn't about being arrogant. It's about having deep, unshakable self-worth. It removes the desperate, needy energy that suffocates attraction. Step 4. Let her be the one to close the distance. This is the magic. When you give her space, focus on your mission, and operate from a place of confidence, something incredible happens. The rubber band effect. She pulls away, creating tension. If you chase, the rubber band goes slack. But if you hold your ground, centered and strong, the tension remains. She feels it. She feels your absence. She starts to wonder what you're up to. She remembers the amazing connection you had. And because you haven't suffocated her with neediness, she feels safe to come back. She will be the one to send that longer text. She will be the one to ask, hey, what are you up to this weekend? When she comes back into your space, you welcome her warmly, without saying, I told you so, or where have you been? You just pick up where you left off, like a confident man who wasn't worried in the first place. So let's bring it all home. Her pulling away is not a rejection of you. It is a request for space and a test of your strength. Your panic, your chasing, your neediness. These are the things that turn a temporary need for space into a permanent breakup. They are the attraction killers. The truly masculine, confident, and overwhelmingly attractive response is to do nothing, to remain centered, to give her the gift of your absence so she can remember why she valued your presence. Focus on your mission, build your kingdom, and let her be the one who wants to be its queen. When you get this right, you don't just keep the girl, you become the man you were always meant to be. If this message resonated with you, and you want to master the psychology of attraction and build unshakable confidence, make sure you hit that subscribe button.